Hello everybody, this is Power here, and welcome back to another very special edition on the channel. This is going to be a very silly deck. It's going to have a lot of fun with this one. It's fitting a theme, which is what I enjoy. Like, I do like decks with a theme. And basically, in this theme, we have a welder, who coincidentally, in this storyline, is sort of like our shepherd, if you will. Like, if that makes any sense. A welder is our shepherd. And then we have ninetales, which will act as our sheepdog, and then double V, which are the sheep. And we've got to round up the double V, get them into play, and help them use the revenge blast attack. And as ridiculous as that sounds, that is pretty much the deck. Now, of course, to be honest, I did not come up with this on the spot. Like, the whole welder being the shepherd and the ninetales V being the sheepdog was something I came up with very recently. The idea of doing a double V quad deck was in my mind as soon as I saw this card. I thought, geez, what can we do with them? So double V is a very interesting sheep. He's a 210 HP V, which is pretty good, with softball ability, which says he takes 30 less damage from attacks, which is really nice. It means you don't get one hit KO by Zacian anymore, unless they've already played Altered Creation, more on that in a minute. And Revenge Blast, which does 120 damage, and 30 more for each prize card your opponent has taken so far. So, late game, after your opponent has knocked out one or two Dubwool, you can potentially hit big numbers. Like, we're talking big numbers with double V. And 120 doesn't quite 2-hit KO everything, but it does at least set up some KOs. So that's why we really like this sheep. So we use, to pay the colorless attack cost, we use, not Big Charm, sorry, Welder to attach 2 fire energy cards from our hand to one of our Pokemon and draw 3 more cards. So really simple concept. We're just charging up double V. We're taking 3 less damage from attacks, and we're using Revenge Blast. In case you haven't guessed right now, this is kind of a meme deck, but it's won me 3 games already. So I think, maybe not so much of a meme. The fact we have a sheepdog deck essentially, but obviously let's look at the dog. Ninetales V, a bit of a teen stealer with a 9-tailed shapeshifter attack. Same attack cost, which is nice. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as his attack. So you can actually copy a GX attack with this, which is worth pointing out. So you can copy Altered Creation, which I did not know until recently, which is hilarious. You can also copy, bigger attacks that would usually 1-hit KO Ninetales, so you could reverse KO. Such as if Zacian was about to 1-hit KO you, them, 1-hit KO you, sorry. And you can Pokemon Catcher, or alternatively use a boss's order if you don't need to welder, and then you can use your 9-tailed shapeshifter to 1-hit KO Zacian. So that is basically the concept. You can also use Flamethrower in case they shove a Jirachi and try and buy themselves a turn, just knock out that Jirachi, because if you copy Jirachi's Slap, you only do 60 damage to them for weakness, I do believe, so better to use Flamethrower against the Jirachi. It's annoying with attack cost, but I think it's a pretty fun card. It's a very fun deck. It's obviously been having a little bit of success. It's partly due to the fact that you play a bit of Disruption. You play Crushing Hammer. You could play Team Yell Grunt if you wanted to, but I've been honestly fine without it. I think it's better to try and go for the turn 1/turn 2 Welder, as well as start a little bit with our Chaotic Swell. Chaotic Swell is a very popular stadium right now, RP Shrine. But we do have 1 copy of Giant Herf in here. You can't play 2 of these, I'll just say take out the Swell and put in another Giant Herf. And that just says you made a Scottic card from your hand, search your deck for 2 fire energies, so Welder is just much easier to use. We have 4 Acrobike, just so we can quickly draw into cards. And we have 2 Energy Spinner, so if we end up having to go second, which is a lot of the time really for this deck, you do want to be going second a lot. You can search your deck for 3 energy, put them in our hand. And we have 2 crystals, in case the Ninetales V's just died. It makes chaining those welders so much easier. We have 4 Pokegear to hunt down said welders. We have 2 Catcher, just because, if you don't have any boss's order yet, they are pretty expensive, and this is supposed to be sort of a meme/cheap budget deck. So, you don't have to play boss's orders. I would say just play Catcher. Catcher's fine. Pokenav, just to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal Pokemon or energy card you find there and put it into your hand. It's a really nice card for this deck, just letting you pick an energy, a Dubwool, a Ninetales, and then just rearrange what you draw next turn. It's really nice. We also have in here 2 Quick Ball. We don't need many. It's just to try and draw into more Dubwools when we need them. We have 2 Switch, just in case we want to alternate our attackers. Talked about those stadiums. Heat Factory, which lets us discard a fire energy from a hand and draw 3 cards. Then we have 1 boss's order for the Lysander effect. 4 copies of Cynthia in case we need to use it late game. 4 copies of Judge. No Marnie, unfortunately. Like, you could put Marnie in here. Like, I did debate putting Marnie, and then I was like, okay, maybe I want the bigger hand, and most of the time, I want to be using Welder. So I guess you could put Palpad. Those turned in. 4 Big Charm, because plus 30 HP actually puts Dubwool at 240 hit points, and then you take 3 less damage from attacks. So they need to do 270 damage to 1-hit KO you, which is pretty impressive. It's basically like saying to a Dragon Ball VMAX, you know, you need to like 3-hit KO me basically, which is kind of funny. Of course they play Horror Energy, but it's just a bit silly. It's a very, very fun combo to abuse, Big Charm. It also puts Ninetales V in 230 hit points range, which is a big boost actually, it does help a lot. Then we play 15 basic Vargies. So obviously, for improvements, you want to, go upgrades. I would say maybe Eldegoss, so you can reuse Welder. Jirachis, I guess, so you can hunt down Welders. But really, you're just using your Shepherd to power up your dog or your sheep, because you're trying to herd up the sheep. It'd be kind of hilarious if Dubwool V acted like Quarling's V, and for each Dubwool you hadn't played, you took less damage. But obviously, they didn't go that route for obvious reasons. So, I think Softwool's a nice ability. It's a very fun card, very easy deck to play as well, and a decent amount of wins. So, yeah, it's been our power. Hope you enjoyed this addition to the series, and I'll hope you see you next time. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and yeah, I'll see you all next time.